think everyone else is gonna fall. And Grave is not particularly great.
Yeah, that's true. Forev obviously with the big counter. They are going to pop the ultimate here. No Tail trying to go for QL, but it's now going to be surrounded by 3 heroes. That fourth comes in as Dubu's going to throw out the paralyzing cast, but here comes those 2 defensive supports. Forev, he does have that level 6, so even if they manage to get off the Shallow Grave, it's not going to matter, but the Pulling Blade, it's just not quite enough. Now they throw out the Shallow Grave, and damn, I bet Forev misses that Pulling Blade now as QO needs to be healed up by Dubu. Runs out of mana though, and QO may just get run down, kicked to death by Moon, barely able to stay out. Meanwhile, MP gets the spin onto Fly, knows he's dead, and just accepts his fate. Finally, the kill being picked up by Crit for first blood, but Witch Doctor manages to secure the counter onto Dazzle. Catch him with the second waveform. Meanwhile, QO is playing a rather dangerous game. He's going to come forward, tries to go on Fly. Is low enough, another right click, almost finished them off, but they still manage to get the kill onto Dazzle. The Boars, though, get the kill for Moon instead. Not worth the trade-off. That one up, speeding up his, what I can only presume is the Lincoln's required this game. You've got Omni Slash, maybe Paralyzing Cast. Oh, jump on mid, QO gonna die again as Moon Meander manages to make the initiation there alongside No Tail. And the relocate is just easy follow-up. Now they've got 3 different heroes, all cores here ready to beat down that tier 1 tower, and MVP Phoenix not in a position to defend really. It looks like they're still gonna try and collide here, but QO is still another 12 seconds out.
And Miracle hits really hard right now. 119 damage, combine that with Inner Beast and Overcharge.
Bevy trying to get the deny. Meanwhile, MVP Phoenix coming in for the sides. They're going to go and start going on Crit, but Miracle is going to challenge Dubu here. The right click is almost enough to finish him off, but he managed to get a fairy fire. Meanwhile, Crit, a heal actually managed to stop the Culling Blade, and again, that movement speed might be critical as MVP Phoenix are not able to get themselves, extricate themselves out of that team fight. That'll be Axe going down first. The Witch Doctor almost cleaned up. Bevy almost going down as well as the Flame Breath. He may actually be able to get their initiating items on a relatively quick pace. MVP Phoenix, smart though. They're going to be able to spot out Grit. Will be able to get their first track kill of the game rather easily. Turns back towards Miracle, who's already got a replicate out, so he can jump over to that one. The call is going to lead the way though. They are going to get a lot of damage onto Miracle. He's ready to jump out in a second and should be able to escape. Meanwhile, the rest of OG using that time where MVP Phoenix were trying to go on Miracle to push down the tier 2 at top lane.
And Miracle doesn't have any items right now, but he is nigh impossible for MVP to kill. Track to move speed simply not going to be enough, just lacking any sort of game.
Here comes the relocate. They're going to jump on MP. They managed to get the primal roar. The spin not enough is Jesus. That shadow wave from Fly here.
And that is a farm
jump on Forever.
Beastmaster. Beastmaster.
Oh, Miracle himself actually jumped over to him, trying to pick up the battery root, but this could be perfect. Miracle almost gets bursted down immediately, starts warping strength though, and now the rest of OG able to surround their carry and push back against MVP Phoenix, getting the initiation, and now the push uphill. Perez stuck on the cliff is going to try and make his way back down. Blinks in, manages to get the call, but just can't get the damage done as the rest of his team is being pushed back by No Tail. Now Perez is going to get stunned up by Miracle, rather large stun at that. QO gets the change, creates the space for Forev to be able to get the blink out, and MVP Phoenix should be able to escape with no further losses, but to perhaps get the surprise jump on MVP Phoenix. There it is, the blink dagger reveal onto QO, follow up, primal roar to make sure there's no hope of QO being able to get out, and OG now with their positioning will push high ground and challenge MVP Phoenix to defend.
And where's their anti-push?
Absolutely nothing
on this.
He's supposed to jump into a Morphling and a Dragonite who are tanky as hell and get burned away by the Necronomicon. He doesn't really have a hope of cutting through those heroes, and he's just going to end up losing a lot of HP and mana in the process.
Fights. It's going to be very difficult.
Could be a decent pick-off, but unfortunately, they don't quite get it. They have the vision from Bevy. Are actually going to be able to slow down these 2 heroes, maybe long enough for the Axe to be able to jump in, but not fast enough as Bevy does get bursted down. The Axe still not here, and it's not going to be able to get there in time to be able to get the Culling Blade. No Tail gets stalled up a little bit more. MP is going to join the fight, actually. They do have to relocate forward. They're just looking to be able to pop this Dragonite. Finally, they will bring him down with that pop, but no, it's now going to be the Witch Doctor who goes down. They turn towards taking a Grid. 3 more seconds, but not fast enough. The Culling Blade takes him out. Now MVP Phoenix on full retreat, at least attempting to, but Perez going to get caught. And MP, who spun away, who's now trying to keep that healing ward to somehow run himself all the way back to the tier 2, but it's just not going to happen. Not even tier 2's up. He's got to make it all the way to tier 3. QO providing interference. Looks like the change was just enough. They still get caught here though. As a jump in, Dragon Tail leading the way. They managed to get the call counter, but still Miracle's going to be able to pop QO nonetheless. And Forev again just not tanky enough to be able to survive the onslaught of 5 different heroes, and now OG, they go straight for the throat, trying to take out the melee racks before the 25-minute marker, and they will take it indeed. MVP Phoenix not able to provide a response just yet. They're trying to slow this push down as best as they can. The Necronomicons, OG playing this very disciplined, very safe. They don't even need Moon Meander here. Just Miracle and No-Tail by themselves are rapidly chipping away at that tier 3 tower. MVP Phoenix, they're trying to set this fight up from behind right now with this smoke. It's going to cost them their tier 3 tower, but they do manage to get the initiation. Moon's going to be the first one. Almost gets bursted down. Flowing Flame not going to be there in time, but they've already lost their Witch Doctor in return. Healing Ward also down, and MP has to retreat all the way back through. Miracle is going to start slowing him down with that Scotty. Now buyback coming out from MVP Phoenix. Witch Doctor is going to be one, and I imagine the Forever's going to be coming up next. Miracle jumps forward and takes the Witch Doctor out a second time. Sleight of Fist just not doing enough. Jump forward. No-Tail not able to catch QO, but they've already taken the objective they needed. Forever pops the blade nail as he manages to get the call onto No-Tail, but he's tanky. And MP, he doesn't even come close to cutting through the dragon as Forever goes down a secondary time. And now MP going to be chased away by Miracle. As there it is, MVP Phoenix. They probably knew it for the last 10 minutes, but this is very clearly GG in game 1.
Rampage denied.
Just an ultra kill for Miracle, but putting in some work with that Morphling, but it was all set up by the space created and just overall strategy of the laning phase by OG. They never let MVP Phoenix start that running ground.